Welcome to Leap Taken. Here at Leap Taken, I talk about all things witchy, craft related, law of attraction, manifesting, esoteric, and everything else in between. And this is my witchy plan with me video. So today I want to talk about unplanning or back planning or just not planning. So this is my daily grind planner. This is from the Daily Grind. I'll put the link in the description if you're interested. This is the cover, which I absolutely adore, in these rose gold disc. This cover, I love it. It's quilted. It's really good quality. So I want to talk about, because I'm experiencing this, and I just thought I'd just have a moment of just really sharing the truth. First of all, do you not love these covers? This is so me. This is just like so me. Look at this. Be bold enough to dream and brave enough to try. And then we have this last one, mental note, take risks. Don't let the fear of the unknown stop you from progressing. So, kind of on point. For the month of January, I thought I did pretty good of keeping track of my goals in this planner, okay? I set the things up, I color coded it, I set up my goals for the month of January, I wrote them down, and I sort of just got into it, right? I really, at least, I was really gung-ho. And then, as you'll see these blank pages for this past week, nada. I didn't even pick it up, and I just wrote this in here. So now I'm in my weekend review. And this is tough for me because this is my goals planner. So my goals are things that I've actually done spell work for, and I'm telling the universe I'm ready, I'm willing to do my part, my mundane work to make these dreams into reality. But I didn't do anything in this planner all week to reflect that. Now, did I do anything toward my goals? Yes. One of them is to grow my brand, Leap Taken, and putting out 4 videos a week on this channel alone is growing it. However, there's some other things I was supposed to do, and I didn't do it. So let's just start there. So I have to reconcile that. So how do I reconcile that? One, being honest with myself. So if you are someone who you watch these planning videos, you'd like to get more into planning, and you're really trying to do something, you're not looking just to write appointments and things like that. You're trying to organize your life a little bit more, maybe even organize your thoughts by just having a plan for each day. One of my biggest struggles is that I also like to set, I have aspirational goals, and I think that's part of the problem. And I've been thinking about this for myself on how to focus those a little bit more and make those into bite-sized goals that I can do for the week or for the month. So the premise of this particular planner is that you have 10 goals. It's a 4-month planner. You're supposed to have 10 goals. Now, the 10 goals, I was thinking for the 4 months, like I want to accomplish this over the next 4 months. And that's where I think I'm messing up. I need to make them smaller and more achievable. So like within 30 days. So if I want a book completed, because I have goals about writing my books, I have 2 books listed as on my top 10 goals for so far. I've started with January. Realistically, that's not realistic. I need to say something like final 10 chapters on book 1. Start, character analysis on, for plotting for book 2, as opposed to just writing the title and then book 2, and I'm supposed to write in like what I need to do. I've made it too big, and it's so big, I'm not really managing, like I'm not really achieving enough of it. I just have grow, leap, take, and that's fine as a goal because, that's a bigger goal, but I need to get more definitive about that as well. I do buy the to-dos, but I need like another place where I'm writing out like my plan. And then I have on here, like, it was cook at home / meal plan. So that was a goal that makes no sense because the reality of it is I went on a In December, that made sense. But in January, I knew I was going to be eating out more. For the month of December, I refused to eat anywhere. It was a personal goal. Also, quite frankly, some politics associated with that. So I just did not eat out for the entire month of December. I have on here read 1 to 2 books weekly. That's something I'm going to do anyway. And I honestly thought for myself, I might just give myself an easy win for the week. Um, but maybe that's not helping me really. So I'm going to modify that going into February as well, in the last week of January. Um, I'm trying to keep my home a certain way. So I just put zone cleaning. And realistically, that doesn't work as well for me. Writing this down, it feels more like a habit so than a goal, because that's not really a goal. So I'm going to modify that. Then I just have self-care as a goal. And I mean, that's fine, but I'm going to need to tweak that into what is the goal though? The goal is to take care of self. That's what I said to myself. But I was like, no, self-care can mean so many different things. I need to narrow that out. And then like water intake, that's a habit. I don't know if that's a goal I want to. Again, I thought it would be an easy goal because I drink like a gigantic thing of water every day. Mindful meditation. Technically, that's self-care. And then working out, technically, that's self-care. So I'm at the point now, and thank you for staying with me while I break all my goals out. I'm at the point now where I'm kind of fed up with the process because clearly it's not working for me because I got all these blank pages where I didn't touch it. I wasn't out of town. I was home. I just lost interest in updating here. Even though I did work towards some of these things, I just didn't update it in this planner. And I love this planner and I love what it represents. And the previous iterations of this planner that I've used have worked for me. So this time I'm like, okay, I just need to get better at defining my goals. So that's where this blank page comes in. And I'm going to do that here, but we're going to make it pretty. So this is going to be the video today. So we're going to pop this page out. Okay. And we're going to put the planner to the side. Do you not love this planner cover? I love this so much. And we're going to go ahead and start decorating this page with a fresh set of well-defined goals that'll help me to be more successful. So let's get into that right now. right, so I finished my goals page, which will carry me into the last week in January, and honestly, they should carry me into February. But I really like how the page came out. I think it's really cute. I kind of wanted like I was thinking like I don't know, just add a little layer over top of this. And that way, if you goals, takes work. So you got to pull it back to look at it. But this is also just cute for me. And I like the other things around. By the way, if you're interested, I got this from Ink Goddess Creations. So yeah, that's where I got this from. So yeah, I like these stickers. They kind of support the things that I'm talking about. So how did I redefine these goals? For myself, one, I wrote specifics. Like, I'm not just writing, I didn't just put the book title. I put specifically what I need to do. And that's the goal. And then for plotting the book too, I wrote down specifically what I need to do as a goal. So first 10 chapters, I do chapter summaries. That's kind of part of my plotting process. I like to write summaries, like really in depth summaries so I know that's my guide on what's going to happen. I write that out anyway. So there's that. And then as far as like growing Leap Taken, I put Leap Taken brand, post on all platforms, because ultimately that's what I would like to that's what I would like to do. But it's a specific way you go about it. I'm not going to make separate content for every platform that I'd like to post to that Leap Taken is on. I'm going to take basically YouTube is the main place, and then I'm going to slice and dice and post there and other places as well. Self-care daily ritual. So this encompasses everything from skincare, hair, body, mind. The to-dos that I write will focus on that. But yeah, ultimately it's the whole body. Altar maintenance and veneration. I'd like that as a goal. That's something every week, every day, I'm doing something. And I needed to find a place to really zone in on that. So that's important. Ritual work seems broad because my ritual work changes each time. Am I doing a new moon ritual, a full moon ritual? Am I celebrating a certain holiday? Is it a feast day? So I'm making room for never forgetting that here as a goal to make sure I do it. Now, certain things I know it's going to happen because I work with a coven and we're going to be working on it. But other things that are just important to me, that needs to be important, and I need to have it here. Weekly outings. This is actually something that is going to be important to me. Weekly outings. Taking myself or, with others, getting out at minimum weekly where I'm doing something. I mean, I go, shopping technically counts, but I'm trying to broaden my experiences outside of that. So I'm thinking like museum trips. I like doing stuff like that. So I want to make this a thing for me so that I'm going someplace or doing something. It's okay if I'm by myself. It's okay if I'm like with someone else or other people, but a weekly outing. And I'm going to take this seriously because that means my to-do would be to, maybe Sunday, check, websites to see what's going on, what's to do in Arizona, and I'm willing to make my outing a little further. Maybe I'll drive to Tucson. Maybe I'll go to Vegas. I don't know. Anyway, home care. Caring of my home, which lends into the spiritual because I am a cottage witch. So that's a new goal. Again, I'm trying to be careful with that home care, but that's where I'll write the task in what it is that I'm doing. And I know when I see this what that means. So that means it's not quite, it could overlap into ritual work, by the way, but not quite. Some of it is like the mundane things that I add the magical to, like cleaning the floors. So I add something to it. Home care could also to make that potion I need so that, I can scent the home with that particular aroma to bring about a certain emotion, to bring about a certain energy or certain vibration. Get off meds. Now, you don't know which medication, but I know. No, specifically, it's blood pressure. I get my blood work done. Actually, I've gotten blood work done at least 3 times last year. Um, and, I've been poked, probed, and all that stuff. And the end result is I was put on high blood pressure medication. And I was started with the lowest dose, and then it got up to just one more. So it's like fives, and now I'm on a 10. And then after a while, because I've really managed a good amount of the reasons the high blood pressure happened. So I'm at the point now where I'm like, okay, I don't want to keep taking this. So what else do I need to do? That goes back up to self-care. So I got mind and spirit, it's body. I have to be very consistent. People will tell you when you get to a certain age, oh, it's weightlifting that you need. Yes, it is. Weights are great, but you also do need cardio. We're not talking about weight loss here. We're talking about for maintaining like heart health. And you need that blood. You need to get your heart rate up to a certain point regularly. That is the short, that gets me off. So a consistent routine of that. So that's what I would put here, get off meds. What did I do? What is my daily task to get off these meds? So I have to do something to get my heart rate up pretty consistently, almost close to every day. I plan to do that because I don't want to take medication. I don't like thinking like this, but it's a strong probability I have more years in back of me than I do in front of me at this stage of my life, right? And I'm just being honest with myself and setting these goals because I want to make the best of those years. And being on medication is not my time, it's not a good time. So anyway, it falls into a very important next goal. And I have this as very important in small writings here. Sleep hygiene, consistent schedule. This needs to be a goal for me because ultimately, I think some of the reasons I don't work on these other goals is because I'm not getting enough rest. At least twice a week, I need to be up very early. So what's happening is the other days, I sort of just sleep until I wake up. And that's okay if I didn't have to wake up before dawn on those 2 days a week. So that is wreaking havoc for me. I'm never quite adjusting. And, I'm finding myself sometimes very tired. So I'm taking extra supplements and stuff like that. But ultimately, I need to have a more consistent sleep schedule. So I'm going to have to put myself to sleep a little earlier, even on the days where I don't necessarily have to, for better sleep hygiene. And that's a goal, and I will be tracking it. So hopefully this has been helpful. It's a little different from my normal planning videos, but I wanted to just kind of share a real snippet of this cottage witch's life and setting goals and actually trying to achieve them, especially after you set up the vision board, especially after you have your vision board book and you've been scripting, you've been doing all the things. Sometimes by like this time of year, it's like we're at the end of January, it's like, wait a minute. What's working and what's not working for me. And I'm willing to kind of just really take a look at what's not working and making some adjustments. And this is, I really hope going into February, this is the answer for me. I believe it will be. I'm going to speak life into it that this is definitely going to help me, reach these goals. And then March, I'll have another set of goals. And I think this approach is going to work for me because I've been trying to take 10 goals and stretch it over 4 months. And that's not going to work. I need 10. Maybe some things get transferred over into the next month, but ideally I'm trying to make sure I achieve the goals. And when I say goals, like sleep hygiene. So does that mean it's not a goal for March once I complete it in February? Yes, because now it becomes routine. It becomes habit. So it's no longer a goal. I've reached it and I'm maintaining it. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of how I need to approach this. Oddly enough, I did not approach it this way, and I will fully comprehend why that is. I don't know why I made this so much more difficult coming into like late 2023, coming into this year. But this is the final results, and I feel good about my list. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. Let me know in the comments if you also are kind of struggling right now with those initial goals you might have come into the year with. And it's like, maybe I need to rethink these. Yeah, let me know. Also, go to leaptaken.com, check out the services that I offer, and you can support this channel by clicking on the join link in the comments area. Right before there, it's a join button to join Leap Taken membership. It does support the channel, and there are perks, like 40% off of all the services over at leaptaken.com. All right, so thanks again for watching. Bye.